Fist is now. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the wonderful OverAnalyzed, our awesome Overwatch community coaching series. And today we are going to take a look at a player. There we go, that works. And let me pause this. We're going to take a look at a player that is, it's Soldier 76. So you're probably not sitting there like, oh my god, Sty, this is going to be a ridiculously amazing, awesome OverAnalyzed. It's Soldier. He's kind of bland, or at least that's what people think. I like Soldier, whatever. He's my second most played hero in competitive on the Port Pie account, so whatever. Anyway, the reason why we're looking at this is a very, well, it's a player with a lot of problems because they used to be, get ready, they used to be GM. Where is he, the Soldier? The spawn is over here. They used to be GM. Now, they are in PLAT. They are suffering hard and they don't know why. So the question is, what the hell has happened to this player? How could you feasibly go all the way from GM to PLAT? Now, he was GM earlier on in the lifespan of Overwatch, but to be honest, that's still like, that is a massive drop. No player that has ever been GM really should drop down to PLAT. There's something that's gone on there, whether their character they've played is being massively nerfed or some other kind of stuff. But we're going to work that out in this video. So, if you guys would like to send a video clip in for consideration to appear on OverAnalyzed, go to OverAnalyzed. No, don't go to OverAnalyzed.com. If only that was a thing. Maybe that could be a thing. I don't know. Go to unitlost.com/OverAnalyzed, and there you will be able to submit your replays for consideration to appear on the show. Codes and YouTube video links are accepted. And be as descriptive as you can because we have thousands of emails every week. And when the line just says, like, please coach me, I just don't even bother looking at that replay. But when it's a nice explanation, we go in and we take a look. All right, then. Let's get on board with the Soldier. So we should be the Soldier around here. There he is. And well, let's do it. Let's just see what happens. So he does say in the email that why is that Widow there? Why was that Widow there? He does say in the email that this is voice chat is done via Discord, so it's obviously a group of players that are playing together. So we're expecting some sort of coordination here. So at the moment in time, like, there's not too much that can be done here. We are getting damage boosted by the Mercy. Are we going to possibly go for a cheeky bit of a jump here? We could. No, we're just going to go take the high ground. So I don't mind this position here. This is fine. The problem is, like, while we were doing this, we actually lost an opportunity here of attack. So our team was set up here, ready to go. We should have just went in. Our team should have pushed in. No messing around. If we wanted to take this position, we take this position at the start of the game. We don't take a low ground position and then very casually, like, go all the way around here, up here, and then come around here, and then get in this position while our team are actually involved in a fight, or while they're stagnating in the point. We actually did lose our McCree. Now, we did have the res available to bring him back, but what should have just happened is our team just walked through the choke. This is a problem. That's always been a problem. It becomes a bit of a meme with Overwatch. Just press W if you're playing on PC, or just press forward on the stick. If you're on console, just go in. Don't stand in this choke. This is the most difficult boss in all of Overwatch. It is just a little choke point, and nobody will ever walk through it because they're absolutely scared to death of it. So just go in. So this is a bit weird, like, whatever. We'll take it. If I can find you again, you're F... What are you? F9. There we go. So yeah, now at least now we've got a high ground position. We can poke away. We've got to be really careful of the Widow because we don't want the Widow to take us out. Doomfist has got a double kill on our back line, which basically means that this pushes over, so we need to get the hell out. So we are sort of backing up. We need to play nice and safe. Don't overextend. We've got Doomfist in our face. We're going to get destroyed. Yeah. So we should have just got the hell out of there really quick. Now, the thing with Doomfist, we can go back and I can rip apart your play there. Doomfist came at you. You should have been firing at him. We should have been trying to land headshots, take him out. It is incredibly difficult to stop Doomfist when he jumps on top of you as Soldier 76 because you don't have a stun. You don't have no way of stopping this guy. He's just going to smash you and you're going to die. So what's important here is we regroup as a team and we start pushing again. Your team are doing this. This is great because we are, as you said, in Discord. We're working together. It's fine. Do we really want to be peeking the Widow there? See, this is another issue I've got with players. So you were GM. That what you just showed me there is not a GM. It's not a GM move what you've just showed me. You have literally just popped your head out here to get it blown off by a Widow. That's what a PLAT player would do, and that's exactly what you're doing. So there's a lot of terribly bad habits I believe you're going to have picked up as a player. All our team are together here, and the point I'm trying to make is just stay with the team. Let's just stay with the team. Let's walk around together. It's fine. We use our Reinhardt barrier for protection. We go and we start doing damage. Going for the little poke it's very risky. We die, and then our Mercy's going to have to burn res. It's not great. And we end up going back in the same direction anyway. At least we are getting damage boosted, which is fine. In terms of damage here, we're just piling it into the choke. I don't mind it. There's not much else we can do. We do need to be aware of Doomfist. Now, we can see him on the replay view. We know he's up here. But obviously, you don't. But you have been destroyed by him on the previous push. So he's probably feeling a bit cheeky, a bit jazzy, a bit like, I'm just going to go in the back line and kill everyone, because that's what Doomfist players like to do. So be aware of that. So we need to predict where he's coming in from and then try and do damage to him as he comes in, because every little bit will help. So now I'm really worried because he could be behind us. We've got a massive problem. And he is. He's behind. You couldn't even make it up. You couldn't even make it up. You couldn't even. We're going back in time. You could not even make that up. So I am like, I'm suffering from heart palpitations. If I have my watch on, my heart rate is going to be going up because I'm just like, oh, there's a Doomfist behind us. Let's stay with the team. Let's spam the choke, but let's be aware of where the Doomfist is. Now, the team are trying to do the Symmetra, let's teleport to the point thing. That's fine, but the Doomfist is still going to come in. So at this moment in time, okay, it's fine, whatever, we're chill, we're all together. Now our team start to make a move. We become a little bit disconnected from the team. I get worried because we're not looking behind. I bet if we turn around behind, we're going to... Oh, Lord. Oh, no. And then it is goodnight Vienna, as we are absolutely deleted, and Doomfist runs away like he doesn't care, and our team are all spread on the point. It's not looking great. We did get a res, but I mean, we're just whatever. We're dead. We just need to get the hell out of here. So now we just disengage, right? We don't want to get hooked. See what it says on the top? Value, right? Where is the value in this trade by shooting a barrier Orisa has deployed when the entire team is dead, and the only thing that could happen is they kill us? We're never going to kill any of those heroes in front of us. We're just going to get hooked by Hog and die. So just get out. You are suffering from making decisions that are... So we've just seen Doomfist. We know where Doomfist is now. Ah! Why are you doing this? You know what I think? I think maybe you're focusing a bit too much on communication. I don't know what your comms are, but you're telling me. So you're telling me in the email that you are all together in Discord talking. Now, maybe you're putting too much effort into that and you're not actually playing the game. It sounds really stupid, this does, but play the game, guys. Don't sit there and be like, I'm giving great comms. No one cares about comms if you're dead. You know what I mean? It's like, play. Right, so we've got our ulti available. We've had it for a while, whatever. What are we going to do with this? We can see the Widow on the high ground. We are pressuring the Widow a little bit, which is fine. But the fact is, we need to get through the choke to the team. Nice use of the biotic field there. We did get pulled together. We're going to get good value off that. Rally's going in. Now we just use Tac Visor. Use Tac Visor. Let's go. Just Tac Visor. Please Tac Visor. We've got a kill. Just Tac Visor. Doomfist ulting in our back line somewhere. Just why are we not Tac Visoring? I mean, Doomfist is dead now. Let's go. At your tank player, you need to tell him or her, whoever they are, get the hell in. Stop standing in the choke because we're not getting anywhere as a team. Commit, commit, commit. Okay, now we're going to get a lot of value off this now because everyone was dead. It's fine. But the thing is, that value didn't really matter because we kind of won that fight already. I wanted you to use it earlier on to secure the fight, to make sure we win that fight because there's no point just chilling there at the back line and Doomfist just comes in and kills us. I mean, oh, God. Oh, sorry, guys. Our Tac Visor, we could have used it. Instead, you waited a little bit longer. I don't know. I would have liked you to use it quicker. Okay. We are getting a lot of love off our Mercy as well. So, great kill there. Terrible play off that Moira, but you've punished it, and that's all I can ask for. So now we just play with the barrier, but we're always aware of this Doomfist because he is countering us. And there's one thing I've got to say. I mean, we shouldn't really be on Soldier into this Doomfist. We should pick a hero and just shut the Doomfist down. If you can play Soldier, you can play McCree, get McCree, and just destroy him. Wait for him every single time he's coming in and destroy him. Or you can go for your own Doomfist, or you could go for a Sombra, which is really effective against it. A Reaper sometimes, yeah, can work, but, you know, just shut him down, because he's the only one with any worth on that enemy team. The Widow hasn't done anything, really. Got, like, one kill. I mean, I don't mind you taking this against the Widow, but what you've got to remember is against better Widows, they'll kill you. So, really, try not to take that or get into the habit of that. It's the development of these bad habits you just don't like. So, we're running away here, which is fine. Sort of gone for the low ground position. We're going to pressure this Widow. See, so what I'd say is your reactions are pretty good, which would be indicative of somebody who is... Oh, God. Kill that Doomfist. Nice. Who was a higher level player at one moment in time. We really should be killing this Widow here. So there's a lot of misses here. I mean, we're firing... Like, the target selection has been fine. This has really been the only time we've been able to see you actually involved in a fight when we're not just having to push through a choke and our team are not pushing. So we've got the kill on the Widow. Obviously, the greatest position for Soldier here is if you can get onto the high ground. Now, there are 2 positions here which work really, really well for Soldier. So you can go into this position here. Now, obviously, it's a bit risky because you're going to have to push through with your team and with whatever the enemy team have got up here. And it looks like they've only got 2 here. So your team should really push in here and get some work done with the rest of the enemy team split on the low ground. Who the hell is Fizzy Lol? That's in, like, general chat, ain't it? All chat? Let's talk to him. Anyway, or you could take this position here. Now, I much prefer this position here. Wow. I much prefer this position here. It is way better because you can chill here. You've got much better sight lines. It's just way better. It's way, way better than this position. However, this position is still good because you can sort of back out, back in, you know, and all of that stuff. So you are kind of a little bit more protected, but it's at the cost of slightly reduced sight lines, let's say. But still, they're really good positions. And with Tac Visor available, all we're thinking is, we're going back to the idea of win conditions. Where do we get maximum value? Well, it's a win condition. And this is definitely the win condition I was wanting to highlight, is we just take the high ground here and we just blast them with Tac Visor, and that's it. Like, the value, the damage we're doing off this is massive. They can't really stop it. We've now got control of the point. This is exactly what we want when it comes to 2CP. This is great. So this positioning is great. I really like it. Good play. Good play. So the first phase of the game was a bit of a hit and miss. Second phase, great. Execution was pretty much perfect for most of it. Yeah, there was some accuracy issues, whatever, but you basically made the right decision time and time again. And you can tell, because this has resulted in you actually performing great, getting a ton of value, and we managed to cut the point, which is fine. Now, there is a place I'm going to go to, which I expect you to arrive at as Soldier. And if you don't, I'm going to be super not happy. Because this is the ideal place for Soldier to begin. It's very hard for the enemy to get you. They're going to need a Widow, they're going to need a Pharah, they're going to need an Echo, or they're going to need a Genji or a Doomfist to try and, like, heavily commit to you when you're in this position. But what it does is it gives you fantastic sight lines across all of this. Now, I'm trying to find where you are, and you are actually coming this way, so I do hope you do this. With being GM, you should do this. Okay, so we're probably going to need to talk about this a little bit. So you've taken this position here, which is okay. You know, we're chilling in this position. It's fine. The problem here is we are actually quite exposed, right? And we don't have as good vision as we do over here. And the line of sights are actually better here because there's a number of things you can do. So as you're standing on the edge here, you can fire a rocket from here. I think you sort of have to jump before you do it, down into here, which will cause splash damage to enemy players around here. Or you can just shoot them, try and get a bit of extra damage. And you're not going to kill anyone, but it's going to give you ultimate charge, and that's beautiful. Also here, we can just drill the crap out of them as they walk through onto the point, and they don't really have any way of getting to us because we've got a nice load of cover in front of us. We can hammer them. If they retreat to the back of the van, we can hammer the van. It's just such a great position. Over here is fine. You know, this is okay. Probably have it down as like maybe the second best position. I would have been annoyed if you sat down here on the low ground, or you just sort of sat here, or you sat with the team, or if you sat on this high ground here, because again, it's not great. You know, you should be looking for the optimal position, and I would always go to getting onto this high ground. And there's 2 ways you can do this. You can jump from here. This is probably the harder way of doing it, but you can jump from over here onto here, which I think you probably did show, actually. Yeah, well, I mean, you did do that, so there you go. And then you can run over here, and then you can jump onto here, and then you can rocket jump up to here, or you can run all the way down here to this thank you, Blizzard, for putting the bench here. It's exactly the reason why this bench is here. It serves no other purpose than for soldiers to stand on and rocket jump up to here and then get onto the high ground. So, yeah. So, okay, position is fine. Fine. I mean, they don't have anything really to touch us. I mean, unless McCree taps our head a few times or Genji comes in deep, but we're probably going to be okay. Okay, so target priority. What are we going for here? What are we shooting? We're just spamming into a choke, which I don't mind. We're just going fully auto into a choke. Again, I don't kind of mind. We're pushed away a little bit. The McCree's now got sight lines on us, right? So do we really want to keep hopping back? See, look at the pressure we're taking. Like, the warning signs are there. McCree, I mean, we're just going to go back here, and I'm going to take McCree's point of view here, and you'll see how stupid this is. You've got to change up your position. Don't just keep going back. It's like, hey guys, I'm here. Hey guys, I'm here. Hey guys, I'm here. Well, we know you're there, Sty. We're just going to shoot you. And that's what happens, right? So watch this. Let's slow this down as well. So this McCree's on the front line here. He's not really playing too well with his Reinhardt. He should be really behind his barrier, or at least with his Reinhardt. But whatever. He notices you on the high ground, right? He's going to change his target in a second to you. In any moment now, as the Lucio comes back from wherever the hell that Lucio was. So look, now he looks at you, right? Bang, nice shot. Nice shot. Well, 2 shots. Now you've backed off. Now watch how crazy this is. Look, he's waiting for you. Like, he is waiting for you to come back, and he's going to kill you. And this is what really gets me with Overwatch. You don't have to be somebody who plays thousands and thousands of hours of Overwatch to get to the highest levels. You just have to sit back and go, you know what? Is this the right thing I should be doing? Right? Okay, playing the game a lot will give you a lot of experience, and it'll give you muscle memory, and it'll give you, you know, you'll be up to date with the metas and all of that stuff, and that's great, and that really does help. But here, this is such a bad decision. So now you're walking back here. We're getting shot again. The Genji smashed us as well, so he's probably going to die for us. I mean, well, we've used our... Maybe we get hit again. Yes, because we slowed down. So yeah, now the Genji's going to come in. Are we going to die? We've actually had to jump off the high ground here, and Mercy is having to invest a lot of resources into us here just to keep us alive. So that was very risky. And again, we've given up our good position. So we're going to need to worry about ultimate usage here of the enemy. It's something we haven't really spoken about in this so far. Just because I think there's been other issues. Apart from the fact when you should have just used your tac visor. We are losing this point, which is going to be unlucky. So we don't want to tac visor now because obviously we've lost the point. Just keep it alive as long as we can. Always die on the point, and that's fine. So one thing I'd be worried about is what ultimates do the enemy have and how are they pushing towards us. With Soldier, let's just play this so we get off that god-awful noise.
Objective lost.
Okay, so with the Soldier,
Defense point.
when you know you've got tac visor available on this point, just imagine this point is still under our control. We'd be looking absolutely at this position here because tac visor gets so much value from this position. You are just spraying the entire point. You can use these positions as well. Like you can drop down here. You know, you can use this position here. Get a little bit of visual cover from the cherry blossom, but not much. It's Sakura. Sakura. Is it in Japanese? I don't know. You guys will probably know. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, you basically want a high ground position so you can just blast people with it. So I'd be thinking, okay, my tac visor's coming up. So what if I've been forced off the high ground here? I'm going to try and quickly relocate, go around here, get up to the high ground. Then I'm going to spray them with tac visor. Obviously, our team got killed, so we wouldn't have used our ultimate then. But you always have to think, what's the plan? How will that plan give me value? And when you start breaking it down, and it becomes really simplistic, Overwatch does. Unless you're playing at ultra high levels and you've got crazy team tactics. But from like an individual standard, and I like it a lot, because this was the next thing I was going to get stuck into. High ground positioning on this point, because we can access everywhere. With Soldier here, well, I guess I'll just finish making the point on higher level play. With high level play, it becomes really complex because you've got loads of moving parts. And that's what makes Overwatch a really complicated game. But individual play, you generally make a lot of really basic mistakes that when they're highlighted can just... You're like, oh my god, I was really doing that, and then you just become way better at the game, and it is awesome to see. All right then, so high ground position for Soldier here. You can get all of the high ground here. It is quite difficult though to get sort of to this position, but you can jump from here and get over there, and then you can get onto the high ground. And obviously, as we've seen, you jump from here and you got onto there. Now this position's okay, but you've got to be aware that you are kind of vulnerable here. So not always the best position to sit. Like the Genji already knows you're there. If they had a Widow, Widow's going to put pressure on you there. And yeah. But the enemy, they need to push here. They have to come and attack you. So this is fine. We're getting loads of value here. We're just spraying into him. Our Hog has fed his brains out and now he's dead. So I'm really annoyed with that. But whatever. We should be dead. Okay, Genji's challenging us. First time in this game we've been challenged by a Genji. What is the plan here? Well, we're going to be slightly worried because this is buff Genji and he's probably going to absolutely delete us. But what we'd be looking to do is get our biofield down as fast as possible. You've got 2 seconds on it, so you can't do that. So we're just going to need to shoot at him, but we've got to be aware of deflect. So don't fire your rockets at him immediately because you might deflect them back at yourself. Just shoot him. Just shoot the guy. Just shoot the guy. Okay. So we went for the old, let's fire the rockets into the ground because the splash damage will do damage to him. But hey, it damages us as well. We had no HP. We're dead. Now, we didn't actually kill ourselves with that, but it contributes to the damage, and he meleeed us and we died. You panicked. You absolutely panicked there. We should not have lost that. Oh, no. That's not great off Mercy, and we're going to get wrecked. Now, this is going to be difficult for us, although kills are coming back and forth. So it's a bit of a mess. So all we're looking to do here is just get out and pop Tac Visor, just to make sure we've got some sort of... Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're not going to Tac Visor. That's me getting confused with red on the point, and I'm just like... Because I use red and blue default colors, so blue ally, red enemy. So I'm just like, oh my god, they're on the point. I'm just going to Tac Visor. No. Right thing to do. There's no enemy on the point there. It's just fine, chill. We keep it. So this McCree, nice exit kill there. I like it a lot. Kind of like the way you fired your rockets into him, then shot him. I do like that. Okay. All right, and we're taking this position again. Now, do be aware that they... It looks like you're going to jump across again. Nice. So you do know this, and this is something that you would see a higher level soldier do. You know, this is what I would do if I was playing soldier. This is what like mega, like really, really good players would do if they're playing soldier to get in these positions. Just switch it up every time because the enemy don't know where you are and they have to change the way they play. So this picture that's unfolding in front of us, what is that effect? I think that... Was that regen off Batiste? Anyway, this is a nice position here. We've got Mercy with us, which is nice. Nice kill. Spamming into the choker, don't mind it. Did we really have to jump off the high ground there? I think we have Mercy with us, but whatever. Okay, we just got annihilated by Genji. So Genji, like... I'm going to straight up say, Genji right now is going to hard counter soldier, right? Especially with the buff that he's got through his alternate fire. So he basically does more damage for Shuriken, and his alternate fire is a much tighter spread. So when he's firing at you point blank, all 3 Shurikens are hitting you, and the damage is incredible. Like, he is absolutely wrecking you. So, yeah. I mean, this is rough now. So, actually, 2 kills. 2 kills off Junkrat. This might actually still be winnable if we can get out to the point and just Tac Visor. He did the right thing not Tac Visoring in the grab as well, because it was odds on we were going to die. If you were grabbed in there and you had your Reinhardt with you, then yeah. Do you need to Tac Visor here? I don't think we do. So, yeah, actually, like, you see, one thing I'm slightly worried about is you are showing a lot of good restraint, I'd say. Nice. With Tac Visor. But then the initial attack phase, we were kind of a little bit delayed using Tac Visor. Like, Tac Visor isn't an amazing ultimate. It's an ultimate you can use to, like, really pressure areas of the enemy. Well, of enemy players when they don't have any damage mitigation. So they don't have barriers and shields or defense matrix or anything like that. You can just spray Tac Visor into them and just do loads and loads of damage, and that's fine. But it's never going to be something which is just going to... Like, it's not a top-tier ultimate, that's what I'm saying. It's very easy for the enemy to play around. So I like to use Tac Visor when a fight breaks out and it's a little bit of a mess and the enemy might not know where I am. Tac Visor comes out, it's great. Or if we're doing a fast, heavy push, we're just going to invest Tac Visor. Anyway. I think going back to the Genji comments, you've got to be aware of this Genji because Genji is just going to be your nightmare as Soldier because Soldier doesn't really have anything to deal with Genji when it becomes close range 1v1. I think I really need to make this point before we carry on. Although it's making that bleeping sound. Ah! The reason you've got a problem against him... we're going to die here. The reason we've got a problem against Genji is you can't stun him. Like, he is going to wreck you, right? You need to shoot him in the head, make him use deflect. Remember, you can now cancel deflect as well. So he can deflect bait rockets out of you, stop deflecting damage. It's a problem. Like, Genji is just a massive hard counter to Soldier at this moment in time, if it becomes close, right? Taking him on at range like that, that's totally fine, right? You've got the advantage there. I like it. Good kills, good stuff. But just try and be aware of that. I think the only advice I can give with the Genji 1v1 at this moment in time is just try and be calm and just try and shoot him, basically. And if you can drop your heel down, drop your heel down. And yeah, if he's super low, hit the ground with the rockets. But if not, you know, whatever. But yeah, overall, this is pretty good Soldier play. I like the way you're changing your position up every single time this fight is generally breaking out. You are defaulting back to this higher ground position, which again isn't a problem. Because think about how spread out we are here. Think about the ultimates the enemy have got to win this, right? They're going to need to use Dragon Blade probably here to get something done. And it's going to be so hard. Okay, I think this is a little bit early as attack price, but it's fine. The reason why this is a little bit early, going back to what I said before, is I'd prefer if they had committed. So if that Genji pulls out his Dragon Blade and Winston dives down onto the point and they're coming in, then we Tac Visor, right? They're committing to the point, Tac Visor's active, we're firing. Suddenly they're like, oh no, we need to do something. We've actually got Mercy with us here, which is even better. Genji is going to have to deflect if you use Tac Visor. When he's using Dragon Blade and he's far away from you, it will shut him down, right? He's going to have to go, oh, God, I need to deflect. He's not going to like it, right? That's what I would have done. Here, they can just kind of run away. So we'll see what they do. Winston's going deep on you. Oh, well, they've invested sound barrier. So, yeah, great play off the enemy team here. Actually, the ideal combo there. Great dive from their tank. And great sound barrier. So that was really, really well played by the enemy team. But you were in a decent position there. I'm not going to say that was a bad position. But what I would say now is change your hero. Like, I just don't think Soldier now is... Like, look at what the enemy have got. I'd be on a Doomfist here, and I'd just be like, I've got to get back to the point. Try and get that instant kill chance or something. Because it's not going to happen with Soldier. You're just going to get wrecked. I'm not saying Doomfist would make a difference, but... All these little minute changes, little things, it goes back to what it says on the top, right? Value. It's all about that. Okay, all right, awesome. So we are going forward to sticking on the Soldier. That's fine. Are we going to grab a high ground position? I hope we do. We are. We're going to go for the jump across. We are. Go from that way. It's fine. So I guess there's 3 ways of doing it. I don't generally do it that way. Get up there. You're looking at it. Do it. Yes. So I've got to ask the question. If you're doing this and you're showing me this movement, why were you not doing it earlier on in the game? So this comes down to you as a player knowing what you need to do and not doing it. You have to implement what you know. If you know it works, do it. Do it, do it, do it. If you're getting good value from it, if it's good positioning, if it's good play, keep doing it. That's all Overwatch is about. Minimizing the chances of losing games through making better overall decisions. And yeah, okay, we will have bad habits sometimes, but it just comes down to analyzing and realizing that that is a bad habit and we need to get rid of it. And you have showed me in this game, you know how to play Overwatch, you know how to play Soldier on Hanamura, but only for half the game. Why? Why am I not doing it from the start of the game? I don't understand. Okay, let's go. So I much prefer this position. It's great. They have got nothing really to counter us, which is fine. Or they are going to pull the point. We know that because we can see. Okay, so they're on the point now. This could be a problem. So the telly... in all of that mess there wasn't really something we needed to focus because they'd already used it. So it's sort of like, whatever, they used the telly. Kill this Junkrat. Oh, this is unlucky. Yeah, I mean, this is always going to be difficult. They had, I mean, our team was set up to play the choke and they just bypassed the choke. This happens, right? This is why 2CP can be super frustrating sometimes. You don't know what the enemy have got. We're only going to find out as the attack breaks out. If they beat us rock, paper, scissors style, then what can we do? The enemy are actually pushing quite strongly. A great play by Reinhardt with a double kill. And we should be okay. Ooh. So the longer it takes to kill these here, the better for us, because they're just delayed. Fine. So they've got 1 attack left, but it's going to be pretty messy, this attack with the enemy team. I'll be very surprised if they can actually get onto the point and get anything done. Again, we're resetting to high ground. I like it. Great. They do have a... well, I mean, they've got the Winston, so they can still sort of get to the high ground and maybe you get pressured off the T's, but I doubt it. So we basically can just free farm them here, right? So who are we killing here? What's the target? Let's kill the Junkrat, right? Junkrat is super easy to kill. Especially if it gets earth shattered. We'll take it. Okay, cool, and we can clean up. So yeah, like, that's fine, right? We did lose. Well, we lost that point because the enemy straight up had a counter comp to what we had, and they just went straight to the point. We were not ready for them. We couldn't deal with it. You could argue that, okay, you know, it's desperate tactics. It's a minute left or whatever it was on the attack. They've only got 1 go. They're probably going to do something stupid with, you know, maybe the defenders have got a Bastion, maybe the attackers have got a Symmetra. So you can argue that back and forth, but I mean, at the end of the day, you don't know what the enemy team are going to do comp-wise, so just, like, whatever. Unless you know the players, right? Unless the players have got public profiles, you can inspect them. Yeah, so look what's happening. Now there's a Bastion. You know, like, you could kind of bet on that a little bit, but, you know, don't base all your plans on that. Okay, so, like, one thing I do like to say as well is people will often go, like, the reason we lost is because they had a Bastion, like, on defense now. We couldn't push through. That's not the case. The reason you lost is there was other decisions, a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad plays that have led to us being this deep into the match, right? Match could have been tied up way before if we solved other problems. That's the way I like to look at it. Don't bring it down to like the very final fight, the very final play, because that's not really representative of what's happened in the entire match. All right, so we've got you on the main now, and we're going to teleport to the point, but the enemy team are like, hey, we've just done this, so now we're going to put a bastion here and wreck you. And so our team are a bit worried here. Like, looks like we're waiting for the tally timer. There we go. It's sort of all right, actually. We need that wall. We really need that wall. You can't be going into your ice block without dropping the wall. Yeah, so this is really bad melee. As soon as we teleported in, the wall should have went down by the bell just to give us something to work with. But we've got another chance here to attack. Are we going to change our comp? We know they've got a Bastion now. We could do. We go back to Soldier.
Sigma present.
Anna checking in.
I don't like it. Like, I mean, we've got... So, our team here, I mean, I'm assuming you're all playing together if you're in Discord. What we've gone for here is they've got a Bastion. Let's get a Diva. I like that in one way. Let's get a Sigma. Kind of helps against a Bastion, and we've got a bit of a barrier. Symmetra to get us to the point. Anna, fine. Mercy, fine. But then a Soldier. The Soldier is the component that doesn't really make any sense here. So if we're saying, right, we want to get in there. We want to get in deep. We want to brawl with the enemy team. And then you're on Soldier. I mean, you should be on something completely different here. You should be on, like, either like Doomfist, even a Reaper. You could have even taken an Echo to really pressure the Bastion, or even a Pharah with the Mercy to pressure the Bastion. Again, Echo works great with the Pharah. But there's too many mixed messages here with this comp. It's like we want to get onto the point. We want to take fights close up. We also don't want to do that. We really, really don't want to take fights without any protection. Like, this is crazy here. We could take spam damage and die. Sigma needs to shield this as it goes in as well. The defense matrix needs to go over... Okay, where are we going? So this is a bit of a failed teleporter. Yeah, our Diva's gone in way too deep there. I don't know why Diva's gone in. Yeah, D-Max south. Tried to rush the Bastion, it looks like. So this is a... This fight's over. We've just got to die. Just jump off the map. This is a difficult one to watch because we are... Like, we're wasting time here. We need to get the hell out. No, we need to die. Like, we've got one attack here. They know we're here. We need to die. This is so bad. Like, we have just given them 10 seconds there of our death timer, which we should have died. But the issue I've got here is because we're a full team, the messages are all over the place. Like, what comp are we playing? What are we doing, guys? Are we going to go for dive? Are we going to go for long-range spam to spam the Bastion out? Are we going to try and just get onto the point and make it super difficult for the Bastion so he has to reposition, then we can take him out? There's all these things, and, like, we're not... we could even go for a Sombra play. We try and get EMP. Okay. So we have caught the Bastion out of position here, but I don't think we're going to be able to do much. Yeah, I don't know. That's unfortunate, that is, guys. That's unfortunate. All right, let's pause this. So thank you for sending the replay. I hope that helps. You're a good player. You are a really good player. You can definitely see that you were like GM back in the day. But to get back to that level, we need to make better decisions more often than the bad decisions that we're making. I think that's been pretty good overanalyzed, actually. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you for sending that in. Guys, if you want to send video clips in for overanalyzed, go to unitloss.com/overanalyzed. All the details are there. There is a link in the video description below as well. As ever, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. And remember, keep washing your hands, you filthy gits. Toodaloo.